Guys, flashback to a couple years ago, I remember, and we all remember, the likes of Jonas Vingegaard, the Jumbo Visma riders, riding the indoor trainer with this crazy hazmat-looking suit on. Suffer faces, sweating bullets, and we all like, what are these World Tour nut jobs doing? That, guys, was heat training, and they were the first to kind of start in on this. Now, fast forward to 2025, and every dang Jill and Joe is out there doing it. The same dude that uploads his story with his mid-ride beer stop and plate of French fries, aka he's really not ticking all the boxes and really going for those marginal gains. And then the next Instagram that he uploads is him sweating his brains out in his garage with his hat on and his parka and the heat on and all this shit, searching for these marginal gains. So I just think it's funny, like, what is heat training? Should you do it? How to do it? If so, why to do it? The science behind it? All that we're going to go into it, guys. A little bit of a deep dive on this whole new trendy thing, which is no doubt the ketones or the low carb new trend of 2025. So let's get into it. So guys, what is the point of this heat training? What is it? Who started it? Who invented this? I would argue that your boy Dr. Keegan even was the original person to do this. Just kidding, actually no, but for real, back in 2018, you could have found a Dr. Keegan training for the Tour of Utah, finishing his training ride and going into his roasting car, which was blazing out in the heat, out in the sun, 160, 170 degrees on the side there, and literally sitting in there until I couldn't take it any longer with the idea of trying to get this adaptation going. And yeah, I mean, we've within cycling, this has been around for years. You'll often see guys before a big race, you know, it's 100 degrees out, and they'll have all their winter clothing on. Why is that? Because they're trying to overheat their core temperature to stimulate the same adaptation that we are going for with this new modern rage heat training. The entire point is to try to get your core temperature to about 38 to 39 degrees Celsius and hold it there for an entire hour, which is some serious suffering if you guys have never done that. And yeah, there is some definitely solid science that backs this stuff up. And there is some mad gains to be gained with this. But it's very risky, guys. It's similar to like the low carb stuff back in the day. Like, yeah, if you smash this low carb diet stuff for a while, you might get skinny as shit. And you might get lucky that you have energy on that one day of your race and you're so damn skinny and you do the best watts per kilo ever. But very likely you end up totally smashing yourself. It's a very high risk, high reward gamble. And that is exactly the same with this heat training stuff, guys. If you do this improperly, you are going to be doing yourself a hell of a lot more harm than you are good, guys. These World Tour guys that do it in an extremely controlled environment. They have core temperature monitors, because if you let your body temperature go above this 39 degrees, it can be very damaging. Extreme stress for your body, guys. Red alert. Your body's going to be extremely not hyped with you, and it's not going to help you. It's going to really put you in a hole. So that's why I say it is very dangerous to do this if you don't have the proper equipment. You don't have someone monitoring you. When these World Tour guys do it, they literally have a doctor at times in the room with them, monitoring their core temperature, making sure everything's going properly, making sure they don't freaking fall off the bike if they get too hot, whatever. Like, this is some dangerous shit, guys. It's not something that you can just, or you can, I guess, but should you definitely not just load your bike into your garage and turn on the heat and shit and start doing this. Major risk, guys. Guys, this is what I believe. There are only two scenarios where I would say, yeah, you should probably recommend doing some heat training protocol at this level of extremity, which let's be honest, this is some serious suffering that we're talking here. Mental, physical, massive stress in your body. The two scenarios would be this, guys. You are either a full-time professional athlete getting your bills paid by trying to do this. You're searching for your contract. You're looking for that 1% extra to get you to your very peak. Then I would say, yeah, this might be something for you, because like I say, there is science that backs this up. you can gain some percentages by doing a well-done heat training protocol. The second scenario, guys, would be if you're an endurance athlete and you're living in the northern hemisphere, let's say in Antarctica or whatever, and you're preparing for a triathlon in Abu Dhabi, and it's freaking January in Antarctica, and it's cold as shit, and you're gonna be under a 40 degrees Celsius heat in Abu Dhabi, then you might need to do some of this, guys, because obviously you ain't gonna go too well if you go to Abu Dhabi and you're not a little bit used to the heat. Other than those two examples, guys, we are playing with some serious fire here. And like I say, to do this protocol right, you need to be doing it 3 to 4 times a week, 1 hour sessions. So that's 4 hours that you could use theoretically in a different way. If you have that time added to your program and you say, wow, I've got 4 extra hours this week, my gut tells me, and I ain't no scientist, my gut tells me that you'd probably be better off going out and doing an extra hour each day on your long ride or whatever, or maybe a couple of extra hill repeats or something. Use that stress in a different way, guys, other than sitting in your garage baking yourself alive. I personally feel that is a better path for the amateur athlete. Like I say, unless you're a professional, big care with this, guys. I know it's super fun, and we all like to do it to get caught up in these trends. But at times I feel like some people don't really analyze if it actually is going to be worth it for them, helpful for them, or if there's something that they could actually do that's going to be a better use of their time. So, with that said, guys, I am a pro and I haven't done this yet, and I might. I might. Guys, now I'm kind of, I'm searching for that 1%. I actually just finished up a race. A big race for me. It was a big result. A UCI 2.1 in Europe. Just finished it up 2 days ago, and I got 7th. I got 8th on GC. It was a big result for me, and we're doing the same climb in our biggest race, which is the Volta of Portugal. That's coming up in a month and a half, and I'm thinking, well, damn. If I am 1% better up that climb, then I can go with the leaders. I can go for the victory in that race. So in my case, maybe it is worth trying to do this. But as I always say, man, I might end up shooting myself in the foot big time and end up 5% worse than instead of being 1% better. As I always say to my athletes, guys, the guys that I coach when they're about to go and race in the heat favors the fit, meaning every single human being is going to be negatively affected by doing hard, intense exercise in the heat. It's how we were built, guys. It's how our bodies are made, okay? But the fitter you are, meaning the stronger you are aerobically, the fitter you are, the leaner you are especially, that is going to make you suffer less. You're still going to suffer, but maybe you're going to suffer a bit less than the guy next door. So with that in mind, guys, honestly, train as best as you can. Try and be as fit as you can. Take care of your body. Get your weight to a good place. Try not to be carrying any excess kilos of weight. Those are the things that are going to be big game changers on the race day when you're doing a hot race out there. Probably more so than doing a miserable heat training block or buying a expensive core temperature monitor or buying this hazmat suit that makes you burn alive in your bathroom. The heat training stuff, probably a bit more of a marginal gain. That's my opinion, honestly. I haven't done this. Maybe I'll do it someday and I'll be like, yep, I was definitely wrong. That shit changed my career and now I'm a freaking Tour de France winner. Probably not, but so yeah, that is all I've got for you guys. Anyway, this is a little heat deep dive. Big thanks to anyone who watched the video, and give me a like if you guys enjoyed it, and give me a little comment if you want some new ideas, etc. Sorry for waving my hand. I got a comment in the last video that I waved my hand too much, but I can't freaking stop it. I'm sorry. Peace out, guys.